Guys, Mike Jamay here, Mike on the mic, episode number 19, with wisdom and humor from the streets here in White Plains, New York. Another proverb, episode 19. I told you guys I was going to do another one, and a very common one it is. The grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. Or is it? Wait a minute. Let's see what people have to say here in White Plains. Another proverb and a common one, guys. Let's see what happens.
No, sometimes you go and you see that it wasn't as green as you thought it was.
The grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. You ever hear that one, sir?
Yeah.
What's your feeling on that, sir? Is it true?
Depends what's on the other side of the fence. You don't know.
No,
until
no.
you go.
Until you get over
Until
there.
you get
Yeah,
over
man,
there,
but-
you know?
When you get over
But
there,
wait a
it might
minute
not
now.
always be green.
That's right.
It might not always be green. You be careful what you ask for.
Right. So,
water over there and you can't swim.
that,
Okay.
tell me what you think about that, man.
Hi. So what I think that means is sometimes what you think is better than your current circumstances may actually be worse. That's all I got.
No. I agree with you 100%. How often you think that happens, though, where someone says, oh, I got a bad job if I get this job, then it turns out you don't like the boss on the new job and it's worse than the job you had before?
I think it happens more often than not, and it could be attributed to a lack of self-awareness or maybe an inability to really just endure. I guess it depends, really.
Well, you think this stuff out, don't you, honey?
Have a good day. Thank you so much. Bye.
It's not always the way it appears. Things ain't always the way they appear. I always say it's the maintenance, it's the work you put into the other side. The other side may look greener, but then there's a lot of things missing.
No, don't walk away from me. Wait a minute, honey. Wait, give me a minute. Damn.
It's pick and choose, but I think it's always something better. I don't think we're never going to go to something that's worse for our lives, and it could be a challenge, it could be a learning experience. That's all I have.
One person could be bad for you, but could be a little better, but then after a certain phase it could turn out bad too.
So the grass is always greener for a while.
Yeah,
And then
for
it
a
turns
while.
brown after a
Yeah.
while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if sometimes people are toxic.
Woo.
So
What do you mean by toxic?
like
I've heard that expression, but I'm playing dumb right now, but go ahead.
men have baggage just as well as females. And
You don't know that because you think the grass is always greener, and then
they're hiding it. And you don't
thought
know.
the grass was greener, and then you found out there was more baggage than you. I'm sorry to hear that. How you doing now?
I'm okay. I'm dealing.
We were drinking last night.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm like honestly a little brain foggy, so no. I don't think the grass is always greener on the other side because a lot of people think that that things are going to be better one way or that like something else is going to be better than how you have it, but then it's kind of hard to explain.
True all the time? Not always. Well, wait a minute.
Oh.
Explain yourself, sweetie. No, tell me what you feel about that one.
Because I feel like everyone's always looking for something better, but that's not always necessarily true. You might have something good, and then you move on to something else, and it was better before.
In other words, you thought a job was going to be better for you, let's say. You take that job, and then you find out the boss on a new job makes you Excuse me? Say that again.
The job at the other place sucks.
Yeah, right. So you can't always say, So you guys don't believe in that proverb really all the time, do you, ma'am?
Not really. I mean, just to pick on their points, it's not always what you think is good for you might not be as good as you may want it to be.
Say you're going out with a guy or a girl or whatever it is, you get involved in a relationship, and then you see this other beautiful person walking by, and you say, wow, that one's better for me, and then you get involved with them, and wait a minute, not as good as you thought.
Yeah, no, you just gotta roll with the punches, I guess.
Thank you so much, ladies. So the grass isn't greener sometimes.
It isn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's with everything, I guess, in life. So you feel like someone else is having good day, someone else is having better life than you.
So what you're saying is once you look into it,
they have their own struggles, I guess.
Grass is always greener on the other side of the fence.
Yes.
It is?
Yes.
Man, don't get excited, man. I don't mean to anger you. Wait, come here, sweet. Wait, come here, say. Never mind her. I'm talking to you now. No, here's the thing now. Now, wait a minute. You say yes. What happens if let's say you switch your job? You think you're going to get a better one. It turns out that boss is no good and you hate the second job. You thought the grass was always going to be greener on the other side, and it wasn't.
No. But you can get, you can get grasses, but you have to, you gotta.
I don't know what you mean by this. Go ahead. Hey, come here a minute. You're a funny lady, I'll tell you that.
I know I am.
So you're saying that the grass is not always greener on the other side?
No, it's not.
The grass is always greener on the other side of the fence.
That's not true. Because sometimes you think the grass is greener until you go there, then you realize it's not green.
Ready?
I'm ready when you are.
And everybody knows this proverb, but I want to know what you think about it.
Sure.
The grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. That's what a lot of people say.
Till they get there. Till they get to the other side of the fence and realize it's a lawn full of brown spots, and they want to go back to the other side. But unfortunately, that gate's already put back up. You know what I mean?
But that's not true all the time, right? Sometimes it is.
Sometimes it's greener. It is greener sometimes. You're right. Yes, depending on the situation. Whether it's a relationship or.
Very good, my friend. Any examples in your life where you thought that, hey, well, listen, I got this better job or this better woman. I don't want to get too personal with you.
No, it's okay. I mean, we all know.
I can talk about you. I can talk about anything with you, sir.
You can talk about anything with me. I like conversation.
Okay.
I believe in it. It's better than this. You know what I mean? Like swiping and
100%.
Yeah.
Well, let's say you had a wife, right?
Yeah, sure.
And let's say that you weren't getting along too good with her,
of course.
and you found this other woman.
I jumped ship immediately, sir. You see how fast I didn't even bother answering. But I know I'll jump ship immediately.
Yeah, but what if she's worse than your original wife?
I go back in time and go 2 steps back and try to find somebody different. There's more fish in the sea. I throw a bigger net out there. You know what I mean?
You got to be doing Mike on the mic instead of me, my friend. You're funnier than I am.
No. You're a great man.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate you. Best of luck on the rest of your stuff. All right.
All right, guys, episode number 19 in the books. Mike on the mic, another proverb. The grass is always greener on the other side of the fence. Or is it? Got some interesting answers here today. You know what happened to me once? I was seeing this woman for a long time, wasn't working out. I saw one that I thought I liked better. Got involved with her. Worked out for a little while. And then all of a sudden she was quite cold to me. And I said, honey, what's the matter? Is there somebody else? She looked at me. She said, there must be. And that was the end of that. So it's not always greener on the other side. It might be for a while. We'll see you on number 20 coming up very shortly, guys. Thanks for subscribing to my channel. Mike on the mic, saying I'll see you soon. Take care, guys.